Albert Einstein 50 Genius Quotes. Try not to become a man of success, but rather try to become a man of value. The difference between genius and stupidity is that genius has its limits. Logic will get you from A to B. Imagination will take you everywhere. Strive not to be a success, but rather to be of value. The measure of intelligence is the ability to change. Anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new. Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. The only source of knowledge is experience. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. Imagination is more important than knowledge. The only thing that interferes with my learning is my education. If you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existing. We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. I have no special talent. I am only passionately curious. The value of a man should be seen in what he gives and not in what he is able to receive. The measure of intelligence is the ability to change. I speak to everyone in the same way, whether he is the garbage man or the president of the university. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. Weakness of attitude becomes weakness of character. Life is like music. It must be composed by your feeling and instinct, not by rules. When you are courting a nice girl, an hour seems like a second. When you sit on a red-hot cinder, a second seems like an hour. That's relativity. If you don't have many friends, that means you have a lot of life experience. There are only two ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle. The other is as though everything is a miracle. Reality is merely an illusion, albeit a very persistent one. A table, a chair, a bowl of fruit, and a violin. What else does a man need to be happy? To raise new questions, new possibilities, to regard old problems from a new angle requires creative imagination and marks real advance in science. Wisdom is not a product of schooling but of the lifelong attempt to acquire it. Science without religion is lame. Religion without science is blind. A clever person solves a problem. A wise person avoids it. You never fail until you stop trying. I must be willing to give up what I am in order to become what I will be. If you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or things. The only real valuable thing is intuition. If I had an hour to solve a problem, I'd spend 55 minutes thinking about the problem and 5 minutes thinking about solutions. An intelligent person avoids 3 things in life: lust in youth, quarrelsomeness in maturity, greed in old age. If you can't explain it to a 6-year-old, you don't understand it yourself. Only a life lived for others is a life worthwhile. Men want sex and success, women want everything. Genius is 1% talent and 99% hard work. Any man who reads too much and uses his own brain too little falls into lazy habits of thinking. Peace cannot be kept by force. It can only be achieved by understanding. I never think of the future. It comes soon enough. The woman who walks alone is likely to find herself in places no one has ever been before. The best way to cheer yourself up is to cheer somebody else up. If you want your children to be intelligent, read them fairy tales. If you want them to be more intelligent, read them more fairy tales. The world is a dangerous place to live, not because of the people who are evil, but because of the people who don't do anything about it. We cannot despair of humanity, since we ourselves are human beings. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. Great spirits have always encountered violent opposition from mediocre minds. Thank you for watching. See you next time.